Okay, day 454 off the grid, and I've had a busy day so far. This morning I had to get up and go into MavTech really early because the computer program that does the automatic radio station playout stuff decided to crash during the night because it couldn't cope with switching out of New Zealand daylight time back to New Zealand standard time. So at about 2 in the morning it decided to stop. So I went in this morning, started it up again. There's still a few issues, but at least it's running now. After that, well, I spent a couple of hours there pre-recording a show for this afternoon, so I don't have to do it this afternoon. Sort of needed to spend some time there babysitting the computer and making sure it's going to behave. And I came back here and I completed the wiring on the 2 new solar panels you can see up there. Well, actually, I managed to get them up on the roof yesterday because after doing all that test with the monocrystalline versus the amorphous stuff, the weather actually came out quite nice, and I was able to get them up on the roof with a bit of help from Baffy and a cargo strap to haul them up, and got them secured up there. Got all the wiring put through to the shed, except I didn't quite get the wiring terminated on the panels, and then the rain came back and sort of bet me off. I tried, but I failed. I wasn't very happy about that failure either, to be honest, but you know, I kind of had to abandon it. If you look up there, you can see a couple of ice cream containers. I put them over my globs of silicone to try and keep the rain off. And on the bottom, on the globs on the bottom, I believe they were on long enough to have skinned up. I was wrong because in the torrential downpour last night it washed away all the silicone, so I had to redo that today while I was up there. But I got up there today, completed the wiring, still got to do a little bit of tidying up of it, but it's all wired in and it is making a big difference to the freezer circuit now. I'm very happy with those tomato stakes as the rails, because once it's up on the roof and all the weight is downwards from the solar panels, it's just solid as, and you know, that's really cool. So we'll just see over time whether that plastic coating on them holds up to the sun, and you know, I think it might, well, at least for a while anyway, because they do when they're stakes, so why not when they're solar panel rails, eh? At least you can see the Black Knight's doing its thing, loving the wind. I hope you can hear me. Now I better cut this off because I'm about to go back to MavTech this afternoon, taking the boys with me to do my radio show. Yes, I'm going to do the first hour fully live, and then I'm going to cut to the bit I pre-recorded this morning, but no one, of course, out there who's listening will know the difference, you know, and most radio's done that way anyway these days, let's face it. But that just gives me a sort of an hour, sort of get away a bit earlier, come back with some nice fish and chips tonight for tea, watch a bit of Coast, I reckon, on DVD.